Okay, so what we're thinking of doing, we're going to go like this. Kings Creek Station, 2 nights. Then we're going to go to Kings Canyon Resort for 2 nights. Go out, do the rim walk, very cool. Then we're going to do the Marini loop, a few hundred kilometres in 1 day. Permit required and no camping facilities available along here. Then we're going to come back down here to Hermansburg and spend a couple of nights here in Palm Valley, right on the edge there of the Firewood National Park. And then we're going to start to head on out here. And you can camp in different spots here. Ormiston Gorge, I think we'll do a couple of nights out here. And then we'll come in, we'll check out all of this. Ellery Big Hole is pretty awesome as well. So is Stanley Chasm. But we might even stay back around here or here at Temple Bar and do a couple of day trips as well. And get restocked before heading north to Darwin. There you go, that's the plan. Which one are we going to do today?
Today we're going to do this one.
Excellent.
And then tomorrow with everyone we're going to do this guy.
Yes. Sounds good, right? Lead the way, little adventurer.
Yeah.
Nice hat, by the way.
Oh, smells.
So good. This is one of the most beautiful walks that I think that we have done anywhere in our travels around Australia. It is right alongside the Kings Creek bed. So you're surrounded by the contrast of that rich red ochre rocks that flow down off the sides of the canyon and into the creek. And then these massive river gums that have, during, I guess, the wet season, been able to absolutely thrive. They have had a huge amount of rain out here in the last few months, and so it is just bursting with life. Absolutely one of the most stunning and fairly easy to moderate walks or hikes that you could do.
Kings Canyon.
How good is this? Okay, there are 4 different walks that you can do. Jasper and I tackled the Kings Creek walk yesterday. It's 2 kilometres, an hour return, easy, and as I mentioned, one of the most picturesque walks you can do. Today we're tackling something a little more extreme, grade 4, the Kings Canyon Rim Walk.
Oh, so fantastic. And look, when we first came out here and Jasper was 4, we really ummed and ahed about whether we'd do it or not. We were a bit worried. Obviously, you do get up to the top of the canyon and you are literally walking around the rim. So we were quite concerned, but after having done it and spoken to other families who said to us, absolutely, you have to do it. It is spectacular. It really is very safe, of course, if you use your common sense and you do all of those precautionary things if you are taking little people with you.
And what's great about that, there's plenty of information as you arrive at this open air, beautifully designed information centre. There's 3 fresh water fill points. This is where the bathrooms are as well, so you want to make sure that you do use those, because there's no other water points or toilets during this 6-kilometre hike, or as Jasper says, it's 7 kilometres if you count, you know, from where you park the car.
True, yes. And you've got that beautiful, I think it's 500 steps, we'll have to count again, vertical steps up to get to the top of the canyon, and that is the very start of this hike. So once you get through that, the rest is a breeze.
Look, I agree. I think that really is what gives it the grade 4 rating.
That's epic. Come up here and you emerge from all the big plants. Look. Wow.
And there's a couple of other areas that you sort of, you know, you get down low and go, you scramble over. There's, I believe it's called Cottrell's Bridge. There's a Garden of Eden, some absolute highlights on this walk that really make it one of the most popular walks, particularly for families, that you can do here in Central Australia. Now, a couple of other walks, if you're up for it, you're feeling a little fitter, is the Gillies track. It's 22 kilometres, 1 or 2 days.
1 or 2. Is that depending on whether you get lost or not?
That's right. Speaking of getting lost, look, there are plenty of emergency call locations around the rim, including helicopter landing pads, defibs. So they have set it up with your safety in mind. However, at the information centre, there's a couple of really clear rules that they set out for you. So check that out. You can visit the website as well with the Parks and Wildlife to find out all of this information before you come. But we have picked a pearler of a day. It's 10 degrees.
Oh, it's so beautiful, actually. And hopefully it'll warm up. Not too much, but just enough.
Look, I think 20 degrees is our top temperature today. So perfect hiking weather. Let's get into it and share with you this stunning Kings Canyon rim walk. Unfortunately, many people have died at Kings Canyon. So this is a little sneaky way to get your selfie that looks like you're hanging, okay, but without actually hanging. Can you have one leg up?
One leg up?
Yeah, no, like out off the wall. Yeah, that's it. There we go, and now we'll get a photo of Mum. And that's it.
Scoot down a bit.
That's it. Put your hand in that crack, that's it, right in there. And now lift one of your legs off.
Yeah, like you.
Okay, back at camp, just been out to get some firewood. What do they say, before enlightenment, chop wood, after enlightenment, chop wood. A pretty good haul, plenty of kindling, a couple of dead old trees. About 5 kilometres, if you were to turn right and head back towards Lassiter's Highway, there's some areas there that you are allowed to actually go and collect firewood from. However, once you turn left here, you're into the national park, so you are not allowed to collect firewood. Anyway, I do love the size of the sites here. You've got that real rustic, outback, red dirt. So if you want something fairly authentic for being out in the centre of Australia, we'd recommend that you stay here. We've had a good 3 nights here. We've got one more night tonight. We've just come off our rim walk. Katie's on the water duty.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Are you
I'm
stuffed?
feeling a bit tired.
Yeah.
But good tired when your body's ready for a rest. So that was awesome, wasn't it?
Really great.
Yeah. Love it here too. And the weather has just been so perfect. It is such a great time of year all across the winter season. I think what we love so much about Kings Creek Station too is that you just feel like you're in the thick of the outback.
Yeah.
The red dirt, like the colour of the ground here is like nowhere else.
Look at that.
It is so awesome.
Hashtag no filter.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you've got so much space and they do it really well. And what's pretty cool, as you'll see, is that we're actually even
covered areas.
Connected up to power. So a lot of the sites you can access power. Some you can even access water directly from your site, but they do have scattered taps around the property as well. So you can fill up. It is bore water, not drinking water. They tell you that when you check in. But for us, we came with plenty. We're just going to top up, I think, 40 litres into tank 1, Paulie.
Yeah,
do a load of washing, each have a shower, and then tomorrow we're headed off to Kings Canyon Resort, just down the road. About, what is that, 30,
almost 40 kilometres.
Okay.
It's 36 kilometres to the walks.
Yeah, right. I'm going to plug this in while we're talking.
Yeah. So it's all, it's 20 minutes down to the walks, 30 minutes down to the resort. So you're pretty close to it all. They do have lots of other activities here as well.
Yeah, they've done it really well actually, and they've got some pretty big improvements since we were here, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They've upgraded the kids' playground is amazing now, what they've done there. They're upgrading all of their bathroom facilities as well. There's a pool if you want to go for a swim. I think it was freezing last time we were
It's
here.
still pretty
Still
cool.
cold.
Jasper and I checked it out yesterday. One of their main camp kitchens has also been completely refurbed. They've got their mini glamping tents, which are really cool as well. I think the thing that we didn't do this time that I would love to have done is the buggy tour of the property.
Yeah, and those buggies look amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is up there in price, but I reckon it'd be a pretty awesome tour. I don't think Jasper can do it. I think he's still too young, unfortunately. So we might have to put that on the list for the next time that we're out here. But they are very famous for their buggy tour, and they do 2. So they do one in the afternoon, and then they do a sunset adults only buggy tour that has a glass of champagne and some canapes as well. And they're also famous for their camel burgers.
People
We haven't
just
tried them.
rave about these burgers. Yeah, and look, we ended up with the herbivore burger.
Yeah, and that was really good. And that was a handmade patty, which I'm very impressed by because not all places are equal when it comes to looking after the vegetarians of the world. But no, that was great. So good to be able to just duck up there for lunch after we'd finished the rim walk and not have to think about it. And everybody was feeling pretty weary. So the restaurant on site is excellent. They've got the souvenir shop with just everything you can think of.
And there's fuel station here as well. But tomorrow morning we'll have a little bit of a sleep in, being a Sunday, and after that we'll walk. Sunday Funday for the feel goods. We generally do pancakes, so looking forward to that. Then we'll hook up, hit the road, and like I say, really 30-minute drive, and we'll be down to Kings Canyon Resort, and of course that fabulous art installation, another one from Bruce Munro, known as the Light Towers.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I can't wait till sunset because that's when the flies disappear.
Yes, and we can have a fire. That's another really plus about
massive
this spot.
plus here is that you can have a fire.
Yeah,
All right.
and a lot of the sites have the rock fire pits.
Love it. All right, swap them over.
I'm just going to suck up all of that last.
Don't miss the last bit in there. There you go. He's done. Yep. Next one.
God bless this little adventure pump, eh? Just makes it so easy.
Just a ripper. How you going, mate? You've worked out the fly net? what an absolute perler of a day here at the Kings Creek station. Now, we are on our Sunday Funday family pancake day. Jasper said, right, I'm up. I'm going to not use the shake and bake. I'm going to use my own recipe. Well, he's actually stole it off the famous chef, haven't you?
Yes. Well, actually, everyone can use this. It's the 1 cup kind.
Okay. Thank you, Jamie Oliver.
Yes.
All right, get into it, mate. Show us what you're going to do.
So
Morning, Katie.
we've got...
Oh, hands in the sink. That's unusual.
So the recipe is self-raising flour, full cream milk. You can actually use any type of milk. So a pinch of salt, an egg, and here's the secret ingredient. It is some organic vanilla bean.
Oh, good secret recipe. Righto. What do we start? What do we do first?
Let's do our dry ingredients first, and then I reckon add your wet ingredients to that. So what's so good about this recipe is you don't actually have to use a measuring cup. Any cup will do, as long as your measurements are the same.
Okay, now here is the part where we have a friend come in. Whiskey!
G'day, Whiskey.
Hello! All right, here we go.
Should we get Daddy to do the egg, because he's way better at cracking eggs than you and I are?
The pressure.
That one was a hard egg.
Good stuff. Or
Boom.
maybe a little bit of shell, but that's all right. Who will be the lucky one to get the shell? Go muscles. Let's add our secret ingredient.
Vanilla bean.
Yum.
Yummy.
Smell.
Oh. Drizzle my drizzle.
All right, you guys are almost done. I'll leave you to do all of the tough bit. Getting the ingredients ready. Okay, I love our Sunday Funday pancakes, and especially when the weather is cool, you're in the outback and you're allowed to have a fire, especially when you've got 1 cup pancakes coming. Thank you, Jasperoo. So good. We're actually going to cook them outside on the induction because it's still fairly early. There's not too many flies yet, which is a bonus. And then we're going to hook up and we're going to make our way down to Kings Canyon Resort. Can't wait to get back there. It is a discovery park. They have invested millions and millions of dollars into improving that park. It is absolutely stunning. And of course, the Bruce Munro light towers. We can't wait to see that. All right, let's get these pancakes going. How are we going? Almost done?
Almost done.
Almost
You
done.
just need your muscles for a bit of whisking.
How is it?
Really good.
The flies won.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were relentless. So anyway, we've moved inside. But these are delicious pancakes. Especially
So
when
good, Jasper.
you add that much Nutella to them. We were just saying how much healthier they are because they don't have any sugar in them. And then we loaded them with honey and Nutella.
Too late.
It's a good starting point, though. No
Yeah,
sugar.
definitely.
How good's this? So just picked up our pass for the Marini loop. Right?
How much did that set you back? $5. That is remarkably inexpensive in my way of thinking.
It totally is, and I paid cash. But you can pay on card as well. But you get this as well, which I was not expecting. This little visitor guide, which has been really well done. I had a quick click through. I'm really looking forward to reading it. But it gives you some of the cultural history, the map with the kilometres, so you know exactly what you're up for. Visitor information, a bit about the West Max.
So where does the $5 go, other than producing a beautiful brochure?
Yeah, it's great. Hey, so it goes to obviously the maintenance of the road as well, and community too. I mean, it is Indigenous land that you're passing through, so really, really cool. But
and you get it here at the petrol station at Kings Creek Station, and they've got fuel here. It's $3.05 a litre for diesel. So I'm going to wait and see what it is up at Kings Canyon Resort, because it could be dearer actually. We'll see.
yeah, who knows?
I've still got a half a tank. That's my rule. Half a tank, then fill up.
Oh, this is cool. So we are here. We're going here. And then you can see the bitumen ends, and this is the unsealed section of the Marini Loop.
150 kilometres.
Yep, and then we're going to duck down to Palm Valley, which is in Finke National Park.
Love it. Righto. Let's hit the road. How are you going back there? Look at you, mate. You're so cozy. Hey, love it. By Kings Creek Station. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails. The only problem with it is that you have to go out on the edge to get it.
I guess that's where they get signal, maybe.
Yeah. Hot tip. These stairs are not to code. Oi, 5 kilometres an hour, buddy.
That's for cars.
No, mate, it's for speed demons like you too.
Check, is that right? Yes. What's the password?
King's Lost Treasure.
Great.
Yes.
Lucky for you guys.